Alright, YouTubers, what do we have here? We've got 1, 2, 3 ZT boxes. I wonder if these are new ZTs for this year. And yes, they are. So let's take a look. Just got them in the mail. Let's start with the one I'm most excited for. The new 804 carbon fiber. So this is just going to be a quick overview video. I'll do reviews most likely of all of these individually. But I just got them in the mail, and so this is exciting. And these are just new out for 2016. They just came into dealers on Friday. Here it is Monday. We've got them in our hands. Oh yeah, 804 carbon fiber. DLC coating. I like this milled pocket clip. That's a really nice touch. This is a solid piece of carbon fiber here. G10 backspacer? Maybe carbon fiber? It's really lightweight. I'll check. Oh yeah. So this is a big knife, guys. This is a 3.9 inch blade, I believe. Really close anyway. And this sucker is light. I mean, you would not know that it's this big of a knife. It's pretty good sized. Let's compare it to the one I'm carrying today, the 392. You can see it's bigger. Oh, you can't see it because it's not in the frame. There we go. So it's bigger than the 392, but not by it. I mean, actually, look at that handle length. It's really close. Let's go pivot to pivot here. That's going to make a difference. A little bit longer handle, much longer blade. So they packed a really good blade to handle ratio on this. Wow. I mean, look at that. It's about as close as you're going to get without pricking your finger there. And this solid carbon fiber scale is so nice. It just makes it so much lighter. I mean, this is a big knife and it feels light. It just flips incredibly nicely. Got your made in the USA right here. A lot of people weren't sure about that. I think it's cool. Would have liked to see a filler here, but you'd have to make it out of carbon fiber. I guess you wouldn't have to make it out of carbon fiber. You could have done a steel like that. Maybe done like a DLC finish. That'd look cool, but either way, not a big deal. The clip is switchable from left to right hand. It is tip up carry only, which it's the only way to carry anyway. And your blade steel is 204P, serial number 178. So pretty low serial number on this one. Nice DLC coating on that. Oh yeah, I really dig that one. Let's put it to the side though. There's other stuff to open. This one feels like an empty box. Oh. Show you the model number. 0450 carbon fiber, Sinkovich. So this is a new model based on the 450 from last year, which was one of their best selling models and one of my favorite ZTs because it made such a good EDC. Nice size. And then they went and made it crazy lightweight by going with the same approach here with the carbon fiber only scale. Those standoffs are sweet. It's like a lime green, toxic green. And then you got a titanium scale. Ooh, and it's just a lightning fast flipper. 3 1/4 inch blade, so it's exactly the same specs. Now, if you look at some of the websites out there, Blade HQ, GP, I think a couple of them had this listed as a 3 1/2 inch blade. It's not. It's 3.25. It's exactly the same size as last year's. It's just got a carbon fiber scale versus titanium, and then it's got the DLC coating on the titanium frame lock, and the DLC coating on the blade. And of course the sweet pop of color there in the toxic green standoffs. That is so nice. Perfect size EDC knife and so lightweight. 2.4 ounces is what they had it listed as. Let's take a look, see here. S35 VN on that. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this knife just because it's the same as the other 450. 2.5 is what my scale reads. Doesn't get any lighter than that, guys, for a 3 1/4 inch blade. I mean, you get a good amount of blade, enough blade to do whatever. It's just, it's almost comically lightweight. It's so lightweight. This is a carry in whatever you want knife because it's so light. You're not going to know it's there. It's a beaut. Those standoffs are just perfect, I think. I liked the red ones on the original, but that green with this black DLC coating is just And it flips like a rocket. Buttery smooth. Yes, 180 bucks. This one was 280. So this is the priciest one of the new ZTs, but you got the 204P steel, good sized blade, milled titanium pocket clip. Definitely worth it. Alright. This one I was on the fence about because I love this designer, Les George 909. The 900 was a sweet little knife. And I had a Talos of his for a little while, but I just didn't like that it wasn't a flipper. So then I heard they were coming out with a flipper Talos. I was like, sweet. But it was a liner lock and not a frame lock, and I thought, that's weird. The more I thought about it, this knife really brings a little bit more diversity to the ZT lineup. Oh yeah, bam. So it feels like a Talos. It's got the same ergonomics, exact same blade shape, nice stonewashing. S35 on this, as well as the 0450, like I said, no change there. So a liner lock, beefy liners, and they're actually stainless steel and not titanium. I would have liked to see titanium liners, but I know why they did this. They did it because it's meant to be a kind of a replacement knife for the 0200. If you guys remember that ZT, it was a big burly knife, had stainless liners, had G10 scales, had the same kind of pivot as the of that 0200, and as well as the Emerson models. So it gives them diversity. You know, this is a different knife. It's nice. It's got great ergonomics though, guys. This definitely feels like a Talos. It's just a flipper with 2 G10 scales instead of a titanium frame lock. You know, it's got the liners. Nice thing with stainless steel is you're not going to have to worry about lock rock. You're not going to have to worry about slippage, wear. It's a beefy knife. I mean, it's heavy. It's 6.7 ounces, I believe. Let's just get the scale out and check. So I wanted to check this one out. This one was kind of a, oh, here comes the furnace. It's like without fail, can't get through a full video. The battery might be running low on my scale. 6.9 ounces. Boom! That's a heavy one. I mean, let's compare it to this guy. About the same size. And that's just right at 5. Actually, I think the 804 has a longer blade. Let's compare side by side. Yep, longer blade. About the same size handle, but you're talking 2 ounces difference. So if you're looking for a big knife that's light to carry, 804 carbon fiber. If you're looking for a big, burly, hard use flipper, the 909 is definitely that knife. I mean, it's thick. Look at that, guys. It's, ugh, stupid tripod. Without fail, I'd bump it. Gotta let me pinch yourself. Just going to show you how thick this sucker is. Oh, 0. There we go. It is 0.47. So it's pretty thick. It's I've yet to master that yet. And that's even contoured right there where I'm measuring that. So if you kind of went, the widest part is 0.54. It's pretty wide, guys. That's no joke. That is thick. The liners themselves, if you were to try to measure the steel liner, this is an eyeball on it because I can't really do this very well. They're 0.87. 0.8. Let's call it 0.82. 0.2 inches thick, just the liners. Each liner is that thick. So this is a burly knife. This is beefy. Like it's a hard use, you know, tactical style folder. You know, this was one I would take out and beat on, not worry about anything happening to it because of how thick the liners are. So if people are worried about the liner lock, you've got this huge oversized pivot. You've got the steel liners. You're good to go. Deep carry pocket clip. Good size. It's a beefy knife. This one I'm not sure that it'd be one that I keep in the rotation, but I definitely wanted to check it out because I love Les George designs. I love the Talos. It flips amazing. KVT bearings, buttery smooth. So, and you know, it'd be a good knife to pimp. You got, you know, get some custom scale makers out there make scales for these. Dress it up a little bit if you wanted to, or just rock the G10. The G10 is not too coarse. It's got good grip, but it's not overly. And you've got some 3D contouring here, so that's nice. You know, it makes it look nicer instead of just plain. And if you can feel it in your hand, like I said, this is probably the best feeling knife in your hand ergonomically. Let's check out the. Maybe not. This one's still better, but I'm a little biased because this is the one I was probably most excited for, minus the Anzo and the new Sinkovich, which from what I've heard through the grapevine, those are out sooner than later. So keep an eye out for those two. I'll have those on this channel as well. Talos, or excuse me, the 0909 Les George design based on his Talos model. Sweet ergos, big beefy folder. So there you go, guys. There is a. Oh, I thought I got under 10. Oh, that thing is just light. This is a good office knife, a good you know, Sunday carry and a suit knife, and then you got your everyday beefy, lightweight folder. Dude, this is amazing. I'm definitely gonna do a review of at least this one by itself. This one I'm not sure, because I'll put a link in the description to my original 450 video. But this one I think is deserving of its own review. And you know, like I said, on the fence on the 0909. It's a cool knife. I love the blade shape. Beautiful stone washing. Got the nice thumb ramp here with some nice jimping. Good hard use. I could see this being a really good hard use knife. And for 180 bucks, guys, you can't go wrong. I mean, that's cheap. That's probably why they went this route, because to keep the cost down a little bit more, and still have a nice flipper with a you know, liner lock. It just gives them diversity to the ZT lineup, because most of the stuff they release is frame locks anymore. So I understand. I see where they're coming from on that. So, all right, guys. Any questions on these new models? Let me know. Again, look forward to some new reviews of these coming out soon, and we'll see you on the next one.